Um, just kind of wanted to give y'all a quick update. I gotta talk. Um, I feel like this is the first time that me and everybody watching, finally, I don't know, like, finally have a one-on-one conversation, um, about just everything. Um, well, for starters, things are not looking too good for me. I'm not gonna, expand from that. Uh, if you're an OG supporter, then you'll remember that one video, um, me quitting my other YouTube channel. It's kind of the same thing here, but I just kind of gave y'all like a quick rundown. And I'm not saying like I'm gonna be quitting forever. Um, and that goes for like just about everything, like social media, Instagram, Snap, uh, Facebook, YouTube, this, that, and the other. There's just a lot of things that have been happening for like the past, I'd say, a couple of days, and just the opportunities that have came into my life just don't work. They're not working. They're not fully like going through like I intended it to be. And that comes with me, me saving up to get stuff and get better equipment and, my apartment or house or car, or this, that, and the other. Um, there's just a lot of stuff that I'm going through, whether it be financial problems, mental problems, physically problems. I wouldn't say physical problems, only because I'm doing great. It's just my mental and financial, and I mean, I'd say physical in a way. Um, but like I'm not dying, um, in any way, but it's just the fact of like, this social media stuff isn't working out. And, I wouldn't say that my parents are right, but at the same time, they give me things to think about. And it's not that I don't, love supporting, you know, everybody that watches and, this, that, and the other. It's just more of like, sometimes you seriously need to just hop off of everything, like, how would you say it, unconnect or disconnect with people. um and that's how life goes a lot of the time. But if you're trying to like achieve something in life, or you know um kind of do better things in life, you need to let the things in the past go. um and I'm the type of dude that wants to, go to zero to 100 real quick. Like, I want to be successful, and my and this is gonna sound corny, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. But ever since I was little, I was I loved doing social media. I remember I was always on my grandma's phone, and I had my own like Instagram and, you know, um, my own YouTube channel, which didn't work out. Sorry, that's my dog. But, I had my own like YouTube channel, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna become the greatest YouTuber. And right now, I don't think that's going to plan. And yes, you have to work on it. And you have to work and work and work and work to be where a lot of these famous YouTubers and social media guys are at now. But right now it feels like I started off too early, to the point of it's not gonna work how hard I try. And I'm not saying I'm quitting. I'm just taking a break. Everybody needs a break in life, especially if you work, this, and this, and this, all in one day. You need to take, your time. You need to go day by day. And, I just graduated high school. Things got real quick. And, I'm not calling, this YouTube channel stupid or, dumb or, not fun, because started this YouTube channel in 2023, and I was a junior. No, I think I was like about to be a junior in high school, but I was a sophomore. And, it's just, I thought it would be fun. I'm still living with my parents, and, there was things where, I didn't have to worry about anything. I just had to worry about passing my classes so I don't get my butt whooped. But, I'm not saying that like my parents beat me or anything. It's just like, if you don't pass your classes, then like, it's whatever. It's a dumb joke. But I just need to work on myself a lot more. There's things I didn't have to worry about. I'm a grown up now. I don't know. It's definitely a mind. I'd say like a mind fuck in a way. 'Cause like you go from here to here, 0 to 100 real quick. Become young to old. I'm not saying 18's old, but I'm saying like being a grown up, doing grown up things. And right now, being 18, you can't really do a lot of grown up things. I kind of realized, it's just more of like, kind of just, you're there whenever you're 18, you're just there. You can't, on your 18th birthday, you can't go out, party. I mean, like, at least not in the US, at least. I'm not trying to, like, make this video for y'all to, like, make me feel better, make y'all sad or anything like that. It's just more of, like, I want it to be a 1v1 or, like, a one-on-one with y'all. Because I do think that y'all deserve to know what's going on in my life. I've always, ever since I was little, I've let everybody know what was going on in my life. And that's just who I am. But, I definitely am so thankful for how far just y'all have brought me. I mean, it's little, it's not compared to all these big YouTubers or all these big social media, guys. But I mean, it was big whenever I first hit like 1,000 followers. It was like I I remember it. It was whenever we were, or actually, I was outside of my school waiting to get in, and I was on my phone, and sorry, and I was waiting to get in, and then all of a sudden, I look at my following history, and I'm like, or not following history, but like my follow numbers, and I was like, it showed 100, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't really, go like go crazy or anything, but I was freaking out in my mind, as anybody would at least, and that's how they started. A lot of people, a lot of famous people, I'd say, but it was exciting. It was fun for the most part. I'm just so grateful for everybody that's in my life. Either it be physical, real life, or just through the phone. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate my family. I appreciate my friends. I appreciate it. Like my friends' family, I appreciate them. Like a lot of my friends, their parents made sure how like how I was doing, and helped me out as much as possible and everything like that. But it's just I'm just so grateful for everything. But things only last for so long, and then they change, either it be good or bad. And me right now, it's bad. It's not like I made a crime, or I'm dying, or like anything like that. It's just like I just need to take a break. Like I'm not going off to jail for 15 years. Nothing like that. It's just more of like I just need a break in life. Um, Really need to focus on me more. I've been focusing on like relationships and trying to find new friends and stuff, especially since I moved to a new town, and it's hard. It's hard. I can say that. It's pretty hard. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's you, yourself, and I, you know, especially if, you know, like if you're, I mean, even if you're in a relationship, at the end of the day, it's still gonna be you, yourself, and I in that bed. It doesn't matter if there's somebody next to you or not. Um, it's always gonna be you, yourself, and I, and you have to lock in and figure out what you're gonna do. And, I was raised, I wasn't badly raised at all. I lived with a good family. They were good parents. There was some altercations, um, but that's how it was. Um, but still, I mean, they're good family. I'm proud for them to be my parents, but I don't even know where I'm going with this. Um, but it's just the fact of just need to take a break. Um, there's things in life just need to save up for, and the social media stuff is just not working. I'd say right now, um, and I'm just trying to find a job that can actually pay, so I can have a decent paycheck every week or every other week. Um, I mean, I have a job right now, but it's commission, and if you know what commission is, then you understand. It's just not the best if you don't have the right resources. And I mean, it happens. For all I could care, I could work at I don't know, a Pizza Hut, for all I care. But I mean, I'd still be grateful. Still, I'd still be grateful that, I got the money by the end of the week. This and the other, blah, 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 blah. I got paid, don't have to worry about money for another week or so. I don't know. But I mean, I've worked so many places, and I've just tried to see the good in them, which a lot of them, yeah, like all of them, I've seen the good in, I mean, it's not like, oh, all of them were bad. You know, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just more of like, you know, I seen good in all of my jobs, but man, you just don't realize it until you walk into that room your first day of training and then understand that, like, hey, like, you're actually working, you know, like, you need to lock in, you know, this, that, and the other. You need to go to bed on a reasonable time, you know, this, that, and the other. You can't be unemployed. You have to get paid. You have to save up some sort of money, you know, it's stuff like that. You know, you have to have that mindset. Um, but I just went like way off topic. Um, but it's just like the fact that I need to, you know, take a pause, you know, take a chill pill on everything and just go day by day. Um, Not really on social media much, to not posting much anymore. Like I'm saying, like however long it takes for me to lock in, um, you know, stuff like that. And I know a lot of people are gonna dog on me about, you know, this, that, or the other. And at the end of the day, like I said, man, it's you, yourself, and or me, myself, and I. You know, um, yeah, it's just you, yourself, and I. You have your own judgment. I have my own judgment. I have my own opinion. You have your own opinion. It's just the way how it is. Um, you can't live life just by other people's opinions. You have to live life by what you tell yourself, either it be good or bad. Hopefully, you know, it's good, but um, you know, you can't like go by other people's orders, quote unquote, and saying, you know, like you can't do that, because then you're not. Are you actually living life? You're not living life, you know. Like, whenever you live life and you're carefree is whenever you listen to yourself and you listen to your mind. Um, but, um, yeah. Listen to yourself. Don't listen to others. Just be yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't hate yourself for, you know, some altercations. Like, you know, things are not working right now, to you not making money, to, you know, this, that, and the other, vice versa, you know. I don't even know why I said vice versa, um, but man, it's just need to take a break. And I hope a lot of people understand. I don't want this to be a long video, but I don't want to keep y'all on here for long. But I am gonna take a break, a big break, from YouTube and social media and stuff like that for a while, and just see how things go. You know, like it's not like, you know, I don't like y'all guys. That's why I'm like, you know, logging out and, you know, just being carefree about it. It's just more of like I need a break. You know, so much stuff that a person can take until they need a break. You know, kind of rhymed Dr. Seuss a little bit, huh? But excuse me. But you know, I'm gonna give you some advice before I leave, and you probably won't see my face. Um, Always listen to yourself, not others. Um, Always be yourself. Don't let other people control you. Um, you know, if you need time to pause and just, you know, reclaim yourself and get back to your normal self, then you do it, man. You take that break. Um, just don't do anything stupid. Don't get into a dark hole that, you know, you possibly can't get out of, because then whenever you can't get out of it, you're just stuck. You're just stuck in something the void that you really just don't know how to get out of. You're just stuck like that until something happens or you get help. But I mean, if anybody, I mean anybody, if anybody needs help, go to the therapist. Like, I know, yeah, it costs money and that's like the whole thing, the whole shebang, but go see a therapist. They can help. They can understand what you go through. They can talk to you. They can, this, that, and the other. Therapists are like a big part in a lot of people's lives because, they either help or they either lessen or they either, kind of coach you in a way, I'd say. But, at the end of the day, man, it's you, or, you know, it's you, yourself, and you. Or, I don't know how the, um, the quote goes, but, just always believe in yourself and don't give up on, future dreams that you may have. God is always looking down at you. He you just gotta talk to him, and you gotta let him know, man. I mean, he's not a genie by all sakes, but he will help you out with either your dedication or your thrive and whatever you want to do. Um, all you gotta do is just believe in the man upstairs, and he'll help you. He will definitely help you out. You just have to believe in him. I love you guys. I hope to see you real soon. Peace.